at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Joe Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Fields rumbling past the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here. Bang.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 57. Mike, 57. And no time now.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back to Mixon on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Fields Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you can definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Mixon. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw on third down. Fields, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, it's Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Ingram again, a first down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
There you go, partner. 3-deep zone, what we call cover 3. Free safety right in the middle of the field. Going to be deep as the deepest wide receiver and able to make a play on the football. Notice how they kind of funneled everything towards it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to float the... Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. This is England, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Fields. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. We'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
would do? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Room here to run. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Texans push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Watson on third down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Fields. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight 31. Switch it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Come on. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Watson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And he's going to go down again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. You got
to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Fields. This one complete to Ingram. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set, 19, 39, screen, 55.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Now they get a 4th-quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing now, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On 1st and 10, Fields. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. Now the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, he had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
That's caught inside the 20. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always...